How's it going, everybody? Pozermobil here, bringing you some absolute bangers that are all on sale on the PlayStation Store for the end-of-year deal sale that runs through December 22nd. As usual, I've scoured this sale for all the full games, game bundles, and premium editions that are at the lowest price they've been in recent history, and are at least a 70 on OpenCritic or Game Rankings. So if that sounds like the kind of video you want to see, make sure you hit that subscribe button so you don't miss my coverage of any new sales that Sony puts out. I'm not sure what the goal for next year should be, but I think we can shoot for at least 20k. Alright, that's enough yapping for me, let's get into the video. For $17.99, Persona 5 Royal is the definitive edition of Atlus's acclaimed JRPG, blending stylish turn-based combat, social sim progression, and story-driven exploration into a massive, emotionally charged adventure about rebellion and personal growth. Follow the protagonist as he transfers to a Tokyo high school under false accusations, awakens to eerie visions of looming ruin, and leads the Phantom Thieves to expose corruption by infiltrating surreal palaces shaped by twisted desires. Build your crew, fuse powerful personas, explore Tokyo's districts, and personalize your ever-expanding thieves' den while mastering deep combat mechanics and uncovering multiple endings in this content-packed re-release. It's a 94 on OpenCritic, trophy difficulty around 2 out of 10, and about 120 hours to platinum. For $17.49, Mortal Kombat 1 Definitive Edition is the ultimate version of NetherRealm's brutal reboot, combining intense cinematic combat, cameo-assisted fights, and a massive selection of characters and extras in one stacked package. Follow Liu Kang's newly forged timeline as shifting alliances, multiverse threats, and the Chaos Reigns story expansion push the saga into darker territory, filled with explosive confrontations and signature MK chaos. Master a wide roster featuring Omni-Man, Homelander, Ghostface, the T-1000, and more, while experimenting with diverse cameo fighters, unlocking movie skins, and customizing your style across flashy stages built for fast, bone-shattering battles. It's an 84 on OpenCritic, trophy difficulty around 4 out of 10, and about 50 hours to platinum. For $17.49, Bloodborne Complete Edition bundle delivers the definitive way to experience From Software's gothic action RPG masterpiece, combining the base game's haunting hunt through Yharnam with the Old Hunter's gruesome, lore-rich expansion. Follow your hunter into a nightmare-stricken city twisted by bloodborne illness, confronting eldritch horrors, unraveling cryptic mysteries, and braving labyrinthine streets where every shadow hides something vicious and deranged. Master fast, aggressive combat as you wield trick weapons, explore eerie Victorian locales, and delve into the Old Hunter's brutal realms filled with warped monstrosities, deadly bosses, and chilling revelations that deepen the mythos. It's a 91 on OpenCritic, trophy difficulty around 8 out of 10, and about 50 hours to platinum. For $19.99, GrimGrimoire OnceMore is a beautifully refreshed version of Vanillaware's classic real-time strategy adventure, blending spellcasting, summoning, and storybook charm into a whimsical yet mysterious magical journey filled with richly illustrated fantasy. Follow aspiring mage Lilith Blanc as she enters the Silver Star Tower, a prestigious academy hiding dangerous secrets, strange creatures, and repeating events that hint at a sinister truth buried deep within its twisting halls. Command familiars, study powerful grimoires, and tactically manage your magical forces as you uncover hidden plots, battle arcane foes, and navigate the tower's looming narrative filled with danger, wonder, and discovery. It's a 79 on OpenCritic, trophy difficulty around 3 out of 10, and about 6 hours to platinum. For $15.99, Fallout 4 Game of the Year Edition is an expansive, award-winning open-world RPG that combines deep storytelling, player freedom, and post-apocalyptic adventure across the wasteland. You'll play as the sole survivor of Vault 111, tasked with exploring a devastated world, rebuilding society, and deciding the fate of multiple factions vying for power, with every choice shaping your journey. The game offers robust character customization, tactical first or third-person combat with VATS, and an extensive crafting and settlement building system, letting you create weapons, armor, and thriving communities, while exploring a massive, dynamic world teeming with danger and opportunity. It's an 87 on OpenCritic, trophy difficulty around 3 out of 10, and about 50 hours to platinum. For $19.79, Call of Duty Modern Warfare, the 2019 version, is a first-person shooter where you can experience a gripping single-player campaign or dive into the ultimate online multiplayer playground experience. You'll engage in intense firefights across varied maps, tackle challenging special ops missions, and customize your loadouts with a wide array of weapons, perks, and tactical equipment to suit every combat situation. The game delivers cinematic storytelling, realistic environments, and fast-paced, adrenaline-fueled action, while its competitive multiplayer modes offer coordinated team battles, objective-based gameplay, and endless replayability for both casual and hardcore players alike. It's an 81 on OpenCritic, trophy difficulty around 3 out of 10, and about 10 hours to platinum. For $19.99, Crisis Core Final Fantasy VII Reunion is a fully remastered HD prequel to Final Fantasy VII, featuring updated graphics, renewed 3D models, fully voiced dialogue, and newly arranged soundtrack compositions. Follow Zack Fair, a young soldier operative admired by heroes and loved by a girl who holds the fate of the planet, as he uncovers mysteries, battles formidable foes, and forges the legacy that connects him to Cloud in a sweeping, emotional tale of dreams, honor, and heroism. With an improved battle system, richly detailed environments, and cinematic storytelling, this Reunion Edition delivers both nostalgia and a fresh, dynamic experience for newcomers and longtime fans alike. It's an 82 on game rankings, trophy difficulty around 5 out of 10, and about 40 hours to platinum. For $11.99, Hogwarts Legacy Digital Deluxe Edition is an expansive open-world action RPG set in the magical universe of Harry Potter, letting you explore Hogwarts and its surroundings in the 1800s. Customize your character, master spells, craft potions, tame magical beasts, and upgrade talents as you shape your own wizarding legacy while making allies, battling dark wizards, and uncovering hidden secrets in dungeons and beyond. This Digital Deluxe Edition adds a wealth of content including the Thestral Mount, Dark Arts Battle Arena, exclusive cosmetic sets, the Haunted Hogsmeade Shop Quest, and special items like the Onyx Hippogriff Mount and Felix Felicis Recipe, enhancing both gameplay and style. It's an 84 on OpenCritic, trophy difficulty around 3 out of 10, and about 50 hours to platinum. For $11.99, Like a Dragon Ishin is a historical action-adventure that plunges you into 1860s Kyoto, where widespread inequality fuels a samurai's quest for justice, revenge, honor, and the chance to reshape an entire nation. Take up the sword of Sakamoto Ryoma, track down your father's killer, clear your name from a framed murder, and engage in intense swordplay, gunfights, political intrigue, and strategic duels that ultimately shape the fate of Japan. The game blends cinematic storytelling, open-world exploration, dynamic combat, and richly detailed historical environments, letting you experience revolutionary battles, personal vendettas, and complex character relationships in a living world. It's an 81 on OpenCritic, trophy difficulty around 5 out of 10, and about 120 hours to platinum. For $19.79, Call of Duty Black Ops 3 Zombies Chronicles Edition is an action-packed first-person shooter that includes the full base game and the Zombies Chronicles expansion, offering one of the most ambitious, adrenaline-fueled, and content-rich Call of Duty experiences yet. Play through campaign, multiplayer, or the signature zombies mode, where you face waves of undead across 8 fully remastered classic maps from previous Black Ops titles, all upgraded in HD for modern gameplay. With intense combat, high-octane multiplayer, and strategic cooperative zombie survival, this edition blends nostalgia with modern mechanics for a thrilling, endlessly replayable shooter experience full of chaos and excitement. It's a 79 on OpenCritic, trophy difficulty around 8 out of 10, and about 100 hours to platinum. For $17.49, Wizard of Legend 2 is a vibrant, fast-paced roguelike action game where you take on the trials of legend, mastering elemental arcana spells to survive shifting gauntlets in the mystical floating lands full of danger and secrets. With fast-paced combat, dozens of spell combinations, and 6 elemental schools — fire, water, earth, lightning, air, and chaos — you'll mix and match projectiles, melee strikes, and area attacks to create your own devastating and creative playstyle. This sequel introduces fully 3D visuals, fortune-changing relics, and online 4-player co-op, letting you and your allies experiment with builds, strategize, and tackle unpredictable challenges together. It's an 85 on OpenCritic, trophy difficulty around 7 out of 10, and about 30 hours to platinum. For $19.79, Crash Bandicoot 4 It's About Time brings back the chaotic charm of everyone's favorite Bandicoot in a wild, time-bending, action-packed adventure that pushes the series' platforming to exhilarating new heights. Jump, spin, and slide through vibrant, dimension-shifting levels packed with creative obstacles, hilarious enemies, and jaw-dropping set pieces that demand precision, timing, and patience in equal measure. With multiple playable characters, fresh quantum mask abilities, and beautifully animated, colorful worlds, it delivers a perfect mix of nostalgia, humor, and modern challenge that keeps you engaged, laughing, and constantly entertained from start to finish. It's an 85 on OpenCritic, trophy difficulty around 9 out of 10, and about 100 hours to platinum. For $14.99, Lords of the Fallen version 2.0 is a challenging dark fantasy action RPG that plunges you into a vast, interconnected world of the living and dead, filled with secrets, treasures, and relentless, formidable foes. Master punishing combat with hundreds of weapons or arcane magic, explore an overhauled world with improved movement and controls, and experience shared progression online co-op, including the free Friends Pass to bring friends along even if they don't own the game. With revamped visuals, weapon sounds, and over 50 post-launch updates, this definitive version blends intense combat, deep customization, and expansive exploration into a modernized RPG adventure. It's a 73 on OpenCritic, trophy difficulty around 7 out of 10, and about 90 hours to platinum. For $15.99, Prince of Persia: The Lost Crown Complete Edition is the ultimate Metroidvania experience, blending time-bending combat, platforming, and exploration into a thrilling, visually stunning mythological adventure full of secrets, challenges, and breathtaking moments. Follow Sargon as he journeys through Mount Kaf to rescue Prince Ghassan, navigating Persian-inspired biomes, solving clever puzzles, and confronting deadly mythological bosses with your time powers and skillful combos. This complete edition includes the Mask of Darkness DLC, multiple outfits, a digital guide, and quality of life features that make every battle, platforming sequence, and exploration satisfying, engaging, and endlessly rewarding. It's an 87 on OpenCritic, trophy difficulty around 4 out of 10, and about 25 hours to platinum. For $13.74, Indika is a surreal third-person narrative adventure where a young nun begins hearing the devil's voice and ventures beyond her monastery into a world that blurs faith, reality, and dark humor in constantly surprising and unsettling ways. You'll explore eerie environments, solve light puzzles, and experience unusual story sequences shaped by our unsettling companionship as the game leans into its bold themes, expressive art direction, and novel-inspired surrealism. With its distinctive tone, striking atmosphere, and unconventional blend of tragedy, comedy, and introspective storytelling, it delivers a compact but memorable journey of self-discovery and moral contradiction. It's a 79 on OpenCritic, trophy difficulty around 2 out of 10, and about 3 hours to platinum. For $17.49, Castlevania Dominus Collection is a 4-game anthology featuring 3 classic DS action-adventure titles, plus a fully redesigned version of the original Haunted Castle arcade game with enhanced visuals. You'll dive into Dawn of Sorrow's soul-combining weapons, quickly swap between Jonathan and Charlotte's abilities in Portrait of Ruin, and master Shanoa's powerful glyph system in Order of Ecclesia as you explore varied 2D worlds packed with enemies, secrets, and progression depth. The bundle also includes Haunted Castle Revisited with modern features like rewind, quick saves, and bonus art, giving the series a polished and historical presentation for both new players and longtime fans. It's a 90 on OpenCritic, trophy difficulty around 3 out of 10, and about 30 hours to platinum. For $10.99, Castlevania Advance Collection is a 4-game anthology of early 2000s action exploration classics, including Circle of the Moon, Harmony of Dissonance, Aria of Sorrow, and Dracula X, where you battle Dracula and his minions across sprawling, intricate 2D castles filled with secrets and hidden paths. You'll use unique systems like dual setup, spell fusion, tactical souls, and item crash, while uncovering secrets, mastering abilities, and enjoying tight combat, exploration, and challenging encounters. With modern features like rewind, save and load, replay, ROM region selection, music player, and bonus artwork, this collection offers the ultimate way to experience these timeless Castlevania adventures. It's an 83 on OpenCritic, trophy difficulty around 3 out of 10, and about 25 hours to platinum. For $19.99, Tales of Grace's F Remastered is an updated action RPG where childhood friends Asbel, Richard, and Sophie face political turmoil, magical threats, and personal growth across the lush, vibrant world of Afinia filled with secrets and hidden challenges. You'll battle using the Style Shift linear motion battle system, switch between arts and burst styles, chain combos, develop over 100 skills and equipment titles, and explore diverse environments with quality of life improvements like autosave and encounter skipping for smoother gameplay. The remaster also includes the after-story Lineage and Legacies, expanding the narrative and adding new challenges for a complete, deeply engaging JRPG experience. It's an 83 on OpenCritic, trophy difficulty around 5 out of 10, and about 120 hours to platinum. For $17.99, Sonic Frontiers is a high-speed action-adventure that plunges Sonic into the mysterious Starfall Islands, where worlds collide and ancient threats emerge as he searches for the missing Chaos Emeralds. Explore 5 massive open-zone islands filled with dense forests, waterfalls, deserts, puzzles, hidden secrets, and side quests, while battling hordes of strange creatures and colossal titans using an all-new combat system with dodges, counters, combos, and the Psy Loop ability. The game combines breathtaking high-speed platforming, exploration, strategic combat, and cyberspace levels, delivering a thrilling, fast-paced adventure full of mystery, intrigue, and the evolution of Sonic gameplay. It's a 71 on OpenCritic, trophy difficulty around 2 out of 10, and about 25 hours to platinum. For $17.49, Synapse is a fast-paced VR action shooter where you dual-wield powerful firearms and telekinetic abilities to infiltrate the twisted subconscious of a notorious enemy, becoming an unstoppable anti-hero in a thrilling, high-intensity experience. You'll combine expressive powers, master increasingly sophisticated combat skills, and overcome deadly defenses while exploring surreal, adrenaline-fueled mindscapes designed for PSVR 2's 4K HDR visuals and Sense controllers. The game delivers a fully immersive, visceral experience with adaptive triggers, headset feedback, and explosive action, pushing you deeper into the darkest corners of a corrupted mind for a unique and intense adventure. It's a 78 on OpenCritic, trophy difficulty around 4 out of 10, and about 10 hours to platinum. For $17.99, the Division 2 Gold Edition is a tactical online shooter where you join elite Division agents to save Washington, D.C. and New York from chaos, rogue agents, and deadly factions in both the base game and its expansions. You'll engage in strategic combat, specialize in roles like demolitionist, sharpshooter, or survivalist, and tackle co-op missions or competitive PvP while exploring urban environments transformed by storms and societal collapse. This edition includes Warlords of New York, Battle for Brooklyn DLC, a level 40 boost, expanded stash space, and full next-gen support for 60 FPS and up to 4K resolution, offering a massive, action-packed post-pandemic experience. It's an 83 on OpenCritic, trophy difficulty around 4 out of 10, and about 50 hours to platinum. For $15.99, Earthion is a thrilling 16-bit inspired shoot-'em-up where you pilot the advanced YK-2A fighter as environmental researcher Azusa Takanashi to defend a ruined Earth from invading forces in a desperate, high-stakes counterattack for humanity's survival. You'll blast through 8 action-packed stages, collect enemy resources to upgrade your ship, and wield a variety of sub-weapons while testing your skills in challenge mode, all set to a dynamic soundtrack composed by the legendary Yuzo Koshiro. With authentic retro visuals, frenetic gameplay, and tactical depth, Earthion delivers a nostalgic yet fresh arcade experience crafted by Ishin, the studio behind Streets of Rage 2 and Beyond Oasis. It's an 86 on OpenCritic, and I'm not sure about trophy difficulty or time to platinum as it's such a small sample size. For $14.99, Evil West is a dark, action-packed third-person shooter where you play as one of the last agents of a secret vampire hunting institute, defending the American frontier from a rising supernatural menace across varied, immersive landscapes filled with danger and intrigue. You'll unleash devastating combos with firearms, a lightning-fueled gauntlet, and deadly gadgets, while exploring narrative-driven locations, upgrading weapons and tools, and customizing your playstyle with evolving perks to take down hordes of monstrous enemies. Play solo or team up in co-op, experiencing a stylized Wild West filled with retold myths, gory combat, and intense supernatural encounters in a thrilling, fast-paced adventure. It's a 73 on OpenCritic, trophy difficulty around 4 out of 10, and about 25 hours to platinum. For $14.99, Odin Sphere Leifthrasir is a stunningly hand-illustrated 2D action RPG that immerses players in the enchanting world of Earthion, where warring kingdoms clash and mythical beasts roam across vast, magical lands. Experience 5 intertwining storylines through beautifully crafted characters, each chapter focusing on a unique protagonist and their personal struggles as the realm hurtles toward an apocalyptic conclusion. With completely redrawn graphics, reimagined gameplay, and modes for both refined and classic experiences, battle gigantic monsters, explore lush landscapes, and uncover a rich, layered narrative that combines intricate plots, breathtaking art, and strategic combat. It's an 88 on OpenCritic, trophy difficulty around 3 out of 10, and about 35 hours to platinum. For $11.99, Life is Strange Remastered Collection is a narrative-driven adventure that lets you return to Arcadia Bay and experience 2 award-winning Life is Strange games with fully remastered visuals, animation, and updated gameplay improvements. Play as Max and use a rewind ability, or take on Chloe's quick-witted attitude, making choices that reshape the story, solve puzzles, and determine multiple possible endings. The collection combines emotional storytelling, improved character performances through full facial mocap, enhanced environments, and a distinctive licensed soundtrack, creating a deeply immersive experience for both returning fans and newcomers. It's an 81 average on OpenCritic, average trophy difficulty around 2 out of 10, and about 20 hours to get both platinums. For $13.99, Pipistrello and the Cursed Yoyo is a vibrant 2D top-down platformer where you play as Pippet, a budding yo-yo master thrust into a chaotic story involving your auntie's business empire, a soul-stealing mega laser, and 4 nefarious crime bosses. You'll chain yo-yo tricks to traverse the city's 4 districts, uncover secrets, solve action puzzles, and creatively defeat enemies while collecting over 40 ability-enhancing badges, 20 passive upgrades, and more than 80 hidden treasures. With over 1,000 screens of challenges, inventive yo-yo parkour mechanics, and multiple solutions to many encounters, this narrative-driven adventure rewards exploration, strategy, and skillful play. It's an 88 on OpenCritic, trophy difficulty around 4 out of 10, and about 20 hours to platinum. For $13.99, Spyro Reignited Trilogy brings the classic platforming adventures of the iconic Purple Dragon back to life with gorgeous HD visuals, re-recorded voice lines, and smooth, modernized controls throughout all 3 games. Across 3 fully remastered games, Spyro the Dragon, Ripto's Rage, and Year of the Dragon, you'll glide through vibrant worlds, rescue dragons, collect gems, and take down mischievous villains in delightfully colorful fashion. The faithful recreation captures the charm and humor of the originals while adding refined mechanics, tighter movement, and stunning visual detail to every realm, making it perfect for nostalgic fans and newcomers alike. It's an 81 on OpenCritic, average trophy difficulty around 3 out of 10, and about 20 hours to get all 3 platinums. For $19.99, Horizon Zero Dawn Complete Edition is an open-world action RPG where you play as skilled hunter Aloy, experiencing a lush, vibrant post-apocalyptic world filled with mysterious mechanized creatures and ancient secrets. You'll scavenge relics, uncover the truth behind a fallen civilization, and engage in strategic combat where speed, intelligence, and agility are key to overcoming massive, technologically advanced machines at every turn. This complete edition includes the full game, the Frozen Wilds expansion, a digital art book, PS4 dynamic theme, and bonus weapons, outfits, and resources, offering a fully immersive journey through a beautifully realized and dangerous world. It's an 89 on OpenCritic, trophy difficulty around 3 out of 10, and about 40 hours to platinum. For $10.49, Miasma Chronicles is a post-apocalyptic tactical adventure where you follow Elvis and his robotic brother as they trek across a ruined America to uncover the truth behind a destructive force known as the miasma that's reshaped society. You'll push through scrapyard towns, industrial badlands, and hostile frontier zones while scavenging resources, meeting eccentric survivors, and upgrading squad abilities that meaningfully shape how you approach each battle and every new threat. With real-time exploration feeding into strategic, turn-based encounters, the game builds a tight loop of scouting, ambushing, and unleashing powerful miasma-based skills that keep combat tense, deliberate, and consistently rewarding. It's a 73 on OpenCritic, trophy difficulty around 6 out of 10, and about 50 hours to platinum. For $17.49, Promise Mascot Agency is a quirky open-world management adventure where disgraced Yakuza Lieutenant Michi rebuilds a failing mascot agency in a cursed Japanese town while uncovering the deeper conspiracy that led to his exile. You'll cruise around Kasomachi in your beat-up K-Truck, meeting eccentric locals, recruiting bizarre living mascots with distinct goals and personalities, and upgrading your agency as you grow its wonderfully chaotic roster. Missions send mascots into unpredictable situations, narrow hallways, kitchen fires, supernatural threats, and other absurd mishaps, while you support them using hero cards that change outcomes and add playful tactical layers to even routine jobs. It's an 82 on OpenCritic, trophy difficulty around 3 out of 10, and about 15 hours to platinum. For $13.83, the Dave the Diver Dave and Ichiban bundle is a lighthearted adventure RPG package where you explore the ever-changing blue hole by day, hunt rare fish, and run a bustling sushi restaurant by night while uncovering its strange and surprising mysteries. You'll dive through shifting biomes, upgrade gear, battle deep-sea creatures, and complete quirky quests before heading back to the bar to craft dishes, hire staff, and keep customers happy with your constantly expanding menu. This bundle also adds the Ichiban Holiday Content Pack, letting you team up with Ichiban, tackle extra challenges, and play new minigames that blend seamlessly into the game's energetic, comedic loop. It's a 90 on OpenCritic, trophy difficulty around 3 out of 10, and about 40 hours to platinum. For $19.79, Grand Theft Auto V is a sprawling, action-packed open-world adventure where 3 criminals, Michael, Franklin, and Trevor, navigate the ruthless underworld of Los Santos while planning high-stakes heists and surviving deadly betrayals in a city teeming with danger and opportunity. You'll explore a vast, detailed city filled with dynamic events, side activities, and hidden secrets, seamlessly switching between characters to tackle missions with strategy, skill, and chaotic creativity. With GTA Online, climb the criminal ranks solo or with friends through co-op heists, businesses, races, and countless updates that keep the world alive, unpredictable, and endlessly replayable. It's a 96 on game rankings, trophy difficulty around 4 out of 10, and about 150 hours to platinum. For $11.24, Soulstone Survivors is a fast-paced action roguelite where you battle relentless hordes and colossal bosses while harnessing the void to craft unique builds, unlock powerful weapons, and push your heroes toward godlike abilities through countless dynamic encounters. You'll dive into chaotic combat as one of many distinct void hunters, each with unique playstyles, skill trees, and specializations, experimenting with hundreds of active and passive skills to create devastating synergies that suit your preferred strategy perfectly. Combine runes, fight massive titans, and refine your approach in procedurally generated arenas that keep each run tense, rewarding, and endlessly replayable for hours on end. It's an 84 on OpenCritic, trophy difficulty around 6 out of 10, and about 85 hours to platinum. For $19.99, Grounded is a cooperative survival adventure where you've been shrunken to the size of an ant and must explore, build, and survive in a vast, dangerous backyard filled with giant insects, hazardous terrain, and hidden secrets. You'll uncover the story behind your sudden miniaturization while crafting weapons, upgrading armor, customizing your character with mutations and milk molars, and using clever tactics to fend off swarming creatures across ponds, sandboxes, and termite dens. Play solo or team up with up to 3 friends in shared worlds, where your progression persists even if the host is offline, keeping every backyard encounter tense, unpredictable, and highly replayable. It's an 82 on OpenCritic, trophy difficulty around 3 out of 10, and about 75 hours to platinum. For $16.49, Like a Dragon Gaiden, The Man Who Erased His Name Deluxe Edition is a thrilling, action-packed Yakuza game where Kazuma Kiryu, living under the alias Joryu, is drawn back into dangerous conflict to protect his family while facing deadly foes across vibrant Sotenbori and Yokohama streets in bustling districts. Switch between the powerhouse Yakuza style and high-tech agent style to unleash bone-crushing combos, electrified gadgets, and strategic attacks. Enjoy Majima, Seijima, and Dojima in the Colosseum for intense, high-stakes battles with shocking consequences. With side activities like karaoke, cabaret, and racing, it delivers countless hours of explosive, action-packed gameplay. It's a 79 on OpenCritic, trophy difficulty around 3 out of 10, and about 25 hours to platinum. For $17.49, Visage is a slow-burn, first-person psychological horror game that traps you in a massive, ever-changing house haunted by the dark memories of families who once lived and tragically died there. Explore its gloomy corridors and twisted rooms, uncovering grisly stories of murder, insanity, and suicide, while unseen entities stalk your every move, warping your perception and testing your sanity in a tense, terrifying, and deeply unsettling atmosphere. With no weapons to defend yourself, you must rely on observation, careful exploration, and staying in the light to survive, making every shadowy corner a nerve-wracking challenge that blends fear, mystery, and immersive storytelling. It's a 77 on OpenCritic, trophy difficulty around 3 out of 10, and about 20 hours to platinum. For $14.99, Outriders Complete Edition is a sci-fi looter-shooter RPG where you traverse the hostile planet Enoch, battling deadly creatures, brutal environments, and pursuing a mysterious signal that could save humanity from total annihilation. Choose from 4 unique classes, customize powerful weapons, armor, and mods, and craft devastating builds to dominate enemies in creative, strategic, and explosive ways across every mission and encounter. With the World's Lair expansion, challenging endgame expeditions, and escalating apocalypse difficulty tiers, you'll face punishing content while hunting rare loot, mastering intricate combat mechanics, and pushing your skills to their absolute limits. It's a 73 on OpenCritic, trophy difficulty around 3 out of 10, and about 40 hours to platinum. For $14.99, Pathfinder Wrath of the Righteous Game of the Year Edition is an epic CRPG where you lead the Fifth Crusade against demonic hordes, exploring the Axis and shaping a world in chaos across over 150 hours of gameplay. Choose from 10 mythic paths, 25 classes, and 160 archetypes while building relationships with 12 companions whose feelings and fates hinge on your choices, and unleash powerful mythic abilities to crush enemies in complex, tactical battles. This edition includes all 6 premium expansions and 4 free DLCs, offering roguelike challenges, story-rich adventures, new companions, and endgame content that deepens character progression, world building, and replayability. It's an 81 on OpenCritic, trophy difficulty around 10 out of 10, and about 350 hours to platinum. For $17.49, Dead Island 2 Ultimate Edition is a vibrant, over-the-top first-person action RPG where you explore a gore-drenched Los Angeles teeming with zombies, larger-than-life characters, and chaotic pulp-style mayhem at every turn. Hunt, hack, and blast through hordes of undead using an evolving arsenal of weapons, unlock new abilities, and tackle co-op horde modes or New Game Plus challenges that expand the carnage with tougher foes and fresh rewards. This Ultimate Edition includes the PS4 and PS5 versions, both epic story expansions, and a variety of special packs, from golden and pulp weapons to premium characters, offering endless zombie-slaying fun, intense combat, and customization. It's a 75 on OpenCritic, trophy difficulty around 3 out of 10, and about 30 hours to platinum. For $14.62, Don't Starve Mega Pack 2020 is the ultimate survival bundle, including both Don't Starve games plus all DLC, expansions, and PS4 themes, offering endless challenges, secrets, and surprises in harsh, unpredictable world. Explore desert islands, aristocratic pig towns, and roving giant territories in single player, or team up with up to 6 friends online or via local split screen and Don't Starve together, using unique items, character skins, and resource variants to survive every peril. With crafting, base building, and exploration at its core, this mega pack delivers hours of strategic, emergent gameplay where every choice matters and every day brings new threats and surprises. It's a 79 average on game rankings, average trophy difficulty around 6 out of 10, and about 100 hours to finish both games. For $19.99, Call of Duty Modern Warfare Remastered is a high-definition reimagining of one of the most critically acclaimed shooters in history, delivering the intense cinematic action and adrenaline-fueled gameplay that originally set a new standard for the franchise. Relive the iconic campaign as Sergeant John Soap McTavish, Captain John Price, and other unforgettable characters, battling a rogue enemy group across global hotspots from Eastern Europe and rural Russia to the Middle East in gripping, story-driven, action-packed missions. The remaster also includes classic multiplayer modes with customizable kill streaks, XP progression, prestige ranks, and team-based gameplay that define competitive Call of Duty Online. It's a 94 on game rankings, trophy difficulty around 5 out of 10, and about 30 hours to platinum. For $14.99, Little Nightmares 1 and 2 bundle is a chilling puzzle platformer collection where you guide 6 in mono through twisted, nightmarish worlds filled with grotesque enemies, fiendish traps, and haunting mysteries that will test your wits, courage, and nerves at every turn. Explore the Maw in the original game and uncover its secrets of the Maw DLC, then venture into the eerie Pale City in Little Nightmares 2, avoiding terrifying residents while unraveling the secrets of the Signal Tower. With immersive sound design, surreal environments, and clever stealth-based puzzles, this bundle delivers an unsettling, atmospheric adventure that balances fear, strategy, tension, and exploration. It's an 81 average on OpenCritic, average trophy difficulty around 4 out of 10, and about 15 hours to finish both games. If you've played any of these already, drop your thoughts in the comments. Your insights help others find great games too, it's not just mine. As always, I want to thank all my channel members for their generous support, but to all you out there who watch, comment, subscribe, and all that good stuff as well, thank you. You're the reason I'm still having fun making all these videos every day, and I'm genuinely grateful for each and every one of you out there. If you can spare $1 a month, you get early access to all my videos, and it helps me out more than you know. But I know times are tough out there, so all I do ask is if you enjoyed the video, hit that subscribe button to stay up to date with any new sales stuff that I put out. Leave a like and comment down below if you've got any of these platinums or plan on going for any of them.